What is up, Moose Knuckles? JJ back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for you. This time it's going to be a Major League Baseball for Tuesday, May the 25th. Game is going to be played between the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. Going for the Brew Crew is Corbin Burnes, and for the Padres is Joe Musgorve. Current betting spread is Brewers minus 118. Total 7. So last week, solo vids go 2-0, moving them to 11-4 plus 6.8U. But the live shows, again, couldn't churn a profit. I'd argue some of my plays I gave out in the live show I felt were better than some of the solo plays that ended up winning. But that's, such is life, right? Games that I line with minimal value for the live shows are winning. And those, of course, I don't bet. And the games that I have 20-plus cents of value, I'm betting. Those haven't been hitting. Weekends for me in this sport have been very, very frustrating. Sample size still relatively small, and it's only been about the last 5 total live shows, and we've done about quite a bit as well this season. But it's been a bit alarming for me. No cause for concern though. Again, still sample size relatively small. But as you guys may have already noticed, I'm very critical of myself, and honestly, I feel all sports bettors have to be. I don't really know a profitable sports bettor who isn't. While in certain instances, being critical of yourself can be somewhat counterintuitive. It's a necessary evil in this industry. Now, you'll notice when I win, kind of like a church mouse, I don't really say much. When I lose, though, I do like to talk more of process, and I do this for a few reasons. One is that it's a polar opposite versus the entire industry, right? The norm in this space is, you win, you pound your chest, you post screenshots, you remind the world how good you are at betting sports. When you lose, don't even address it, right? Delete posts or, just move on, post something else. Literally just don't address it. That's been the recipe for success for many, different tout services and such, to create the facade that all you do is win, right? So for me, though, winning's an expectation, and there's no need for me to justify it or stick it up your ass every time I win for how good I am. I don't require the external validation either for my own, ROI or process. Then again, I shouldn't, right? Anyone who actually wins betting sports shouldn't. If someone constantly told you how good they were at their profession, whatever that is, wouldn't at some point you listening to them, you think they're full of shit? True professionals know the effort and work it takes to be successful, along with, of course, being accountable. This is true in any line of work, though. It's not to say you can't be proud of your own work, but there's a distinct difference, right? Sports betting, is no different. Now, though, I'm human, and of course, I run through highs and lows like anyone else betting sports. When I'm losing, I do like to give you extra perspective and approach to betting when so. It's also an indirect way for me to talk through my own losses, adjustments I plan to make, how I may approach change if needed. So again, live shows haven't really been all that great. These solo plays have been good, sure, great, but expect some changes from me with the live show. Try to make some adapts, or be adaptive, if you will. Adaptations, as the cool kids might say. So yeah, expect me to change things up a bit and see if we can get things brewing again with the live shows. Because live shows started out super hot. Haven't been as much, but these solo vids, again, continuing to do pretty well. Never forget, though, how humbling this industry is. Lose focus for a few weeks could prove quite costly. Sometimes even your focus could be at an all-time high. Doesn't matter. Things just aren't going to land your way. Unless, of course, maybe you're giving out picks and not even betting them. LOL. While I understand, why people may love to constantly tell you how good they are betting sports, because, that's what sells. And look, I always give you the real aspect of this. No fluffing units. I'm always limiting myself during coolers and just staying as diligent as possible throughout, with bankroll management being a must. It's a grind, despite what anybody tells you. That grind comes with good days, good weeks, bad days, bad weeks. Just, look, stay humble, true to your process, diligent, disciplined. And yeah, look, let's all continue to cash some bets. We are all on the same team. All right, onto the vid here. Onto the play here. Oof, that was a lot of spit. Say it, don't spray it, bro. Going to do things a bit differently here. I've made 2 split correlated bets in this one. Brewers money line minus 118. And Brewers team total over 3.5 plus 105. Got those both at DraftKings in New Jersey. Basically, like I said, split my unit size down the middle for both these bets. 2 correlated plays. So why both plays, right? So, as is often the case with these videos, I'll start with pitching. Joe Musgrove for the Padres, off to an excellent start to the year. And he's actually coming off his second best start of the season. Of course, the first being the no-hitter. Look, I don't care right now, though, if Cy Young is pitching for the Padres. The Brewers sticks are very live, 4 runs in 5 straight games. It's not like they haven't seen good pitching either from the Reds. Did I mention the Brewers are also about fully healthy? Now, sure, Musgrove, may be a tough matchup for a team in the Brewers who's prone to striking out, and that's kind of Musgrove's thing, right? He really needs swings and misses to be effective. He works a lot on deception out of the zone and throws a lot of what I'll call muck that he does get people to swing at consistently. But again, if you're a free swinging team, it hurts. Brewers have proven to be that, but they haven't been fully healthy, so their numbers are a bit skewed. And now, of course, they have their star back in Christian Yelich. Brewers teams found plenty of confidence over the last 5 days, again, as they finally get fully healthy. Now, one of the other knacks on Musgrove is that he's really not an innings eater, 5 innings or less in more than half his starts. He has 0 back-to-back 7+ inning starts. He went 7 innings in his last start. There's also the point to this: when Musgrove is not piling up Ks, his ERA is just wildly different. When he has 8+ strikeouts in a game versus less than 8 strikeouts, his ERA has some wild disparity. Brewers bats in current form. I like them. He keeps them at bats alive. And despite Musgrove's talents, he is no stranger to giving up the long ball, something the Brewers have been hitting quite a few of recently. I have little reason to doubt these Brewers bats coming into here. Now, on the other side, we get Corbin Burnes, who some have tagged as Cy Burnes. This dude literally has come out of nowhere over the last few seasons, and he even somehow improved his numbers from last year. It's just been incredible. K upside's always been there with Burnes, and he had a great 2020 season, but him primarily now throwing the cutter with extra velocity, a few other pitches as well, has proved wonders. As for the Padres bats, dare I say, this is a bad time to run into the Brew crew here. Padres won 10 straight coming into this game tonight against the Brewers. And if you're watching this tomorrow, it'll be, you know what I mean. And as of the 7th inning, they have 0 runs through 7 innings. But look, anything can change. But look, streaks in this sport are just that, right? Padres went through a big streak. It appears to have ended tonight. Maybe they were on a very high, if you will. Landed on earth today. And I think, that parlays right into this game as well. So they're going to see a tougher pitcher. They saw Hauser tonight, but they will see a tougher pitcher now in Burnes. And sure, they might show late life tonight because, again, I'm recording this in the 7th inning of the current game. But to me, it doesn't matter. They're going to see quality arms from this Brewers team with quality arms from the pen as well. Not just good starting pitching. Now, we're getting a cheap price here in a guy in Burnes who literally has better advanced numbers than Jacob deGrom. Burnes is also, not exactly an innings eater. It's probably the one bad thing about him. But look, 6 innings is the goal with how this Brewers pen will follow him if it's a close game. Something Burnes has done in 5 of his 7 starts. Now, the Padres love is priced in here. I'd argue this should be much fatter in favor of the Brewers. But it's tough not to like the Brewers at this tag regardless. I personally split this with their team total, though, considering it is a soft 3.5 at dog money. As for the pens, when healthy, both these teams have 2 of the best pens in baseball, and both are near fully there. Padres are missing Pomeranz, though, which is a bigger loss than a few of the guys the Brewers are missing. And look, the Padres, Pomeranz is the Padres' best reliever when he's in there. I won't touch too much on the weather as there's some slight rain in the forecast. I'd expect the roof to be closed in this stadium. Pure spot play for me, though, with the Brew crew, who've been consistent with their sticks against better pitching, are fully healthy lineup-wise, and have the better bullpen coming in. Got both these bets at DraftKings in New Jersey, and again, I'll play them for each half unit. Brewers moneyline -118. Brewers team total over 3.5. Got that +105. Want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope someone takes a shit inside your mailbox. As always, drop comments below your thoughts on the play, and let me know who you're betting for tomorrow's slate. You guys know the comment section. Warm water. So dive on in. I know I always get back to you. We'll have content lined up on the channel all week in baseball, NBA. Joey Works got you covered in bases for the next few nights. Of course, Spread, Tyler, and the DFS crew hook you up daily with NBA content. It is NBA playoffs for you sick folks that bet NBA. But at least playoffs, it's a little more justified, right? At least they care about those games. So either way, ton of content coming on the channel, so stay tuned for all that. Be sure to like this video and subscribe as well. I'll be back on Thursday night with another MLB pick. But until then, be sure to gamble responsibly. Stay safe, folks, and thank you again for watching.